people are hearing the audio for this part,
partying
but
down
their
there.
little song that they dance to
They're
is
like
so
they're having like a Toad rave underneath this papercraft Mario. So what is the purpose of this Toad rave?
So we're charging up because we're about to go into our papercraft battle here.
All right, I think it looks like
playing a rhythm
ready to
game
go.
and talking simultaneously is ridiculous.
What?
Okay. Everyone's like, dude.
Oh, these
it's
Toads are
terrible,
fired
these
up
games.
right now.
All right,
They're ready to do some
look at
damage.
these little Toads carry. All right, so we're taking on all these other papercraft Goombas.
And they have little Goombas holding them up too.
They
so you
do,
can imagine
yeah.
this like army of Toads under yours, like yelling war cries, and all the little Goombas that are under the Goomba papercraft.
And I don't know if you guys can see this, but that papercraft Goomba is being carried by Goombas. It's like papercraft Mushroom Kingdom Mecha Warfare.
It's crazy because the physics of this are completely different from the rest of the game because it's as if you do have these massive, like, parade floats kind of.
Jeez.
Like, these massive papercraft enemies, and you are this massive
This is the world's first parade combat simulator.
You can see they're taking damage.
Battle
You've seen it
Royale.
first on Treehouse Live, very first time.
I love how the Goombas start looking a little roughed up too. You can see they're kind of patched together. They're taped back into place.
Once they're dazed, that's when you know you can really hit a.
Are you gonna do the throw?
Yeah. Are you
Oh,
you gotta stomp
shattered.
On them, right?
Oh yeah. I gotta bring.
I guess
him
that's
up.
where you.
But you can't take them. You cannot take them head on, unless you want to take massive
Get him,
damage.
get him.
With
Massive
the arrows.
damage.
He's stunned. He's good.
Confused. All right, now punish him. Destroy him.
Okay, so now check it out. All the
What?
Toads throw me on top. Now we gotta send our Toads to go get our
And then
papercraft Mario again.
Remarkably strong for their
across the
size.
stage.
Yeah, like as
Bam.
you go through this, like the more wear and tear you take, like your Mario will start showing signs of damage too. Like it's pretty crazy. It's pretty fun. All right,
So
I'm gonna chuck him again.
Nice.
All right, Toads, get up
And
there.
as you're doing this, you're losing some of your like party mojo.
My Toad charge. Yeah.
You know, down below, and that means you have to re-party.
Re-party.
You do.
Toads are fueled by the beat.
Toads-
they need rhythm
Toads
to get themselves pumped up.
Toads are fueled by partying. I had no idea that Toads partied this hard.
But what I
That's what they're
or
up
carry-
to when Mario's off doing something else, and they're like, "All right, party time."
They're really into the papercraft parade floats.
Awesome. Get 'em.
Oh man.
All right, well, it looks like we're running out of time right now.
Yeah, we'll probably have to wrap it
they're
up
giving
here,
us a
but
sign.
we'll let you keep fighting here while we get things closed out. So this again is Mario & Luigi Paper
This
Jet.
looks like a lot of fun.
Very early next year, so we'll
I
be
still
sharing
haven't
more
finished
news about it
Dream
later
Team
on.
because,
Folks who are watching,
well,
please stay with us. In a few seconds, we're coming back with some more
these
gameplay for something
don't
else that's gonna be
work.
coming out, so
They're
you're
jammed.
not gonna want to go anywhere. And thanks so much for coming and showing us how this works, man.
Yeah.
It's really fun to watch.
This game is so good.
Just gotta go back and finish it in the back now. Can't leave it undone. All right, well, we will be right back. Thanks
Gotta
very much.
finish the
See you soon.
Toad dance party. Okay, how much is left? Because, I think they showed off the Metroid Prime, Paper Mario, let's see, Star Fox. Oh, they haven't shown off Xenoblade yet. I think there was something else. Oh yeah, they also showed off Zelda Hyrule Hairdresser. Zelda 3 Swords Adventures. You know, I'm just gonna alternate between calling it Hyrule Hairdresser and 3 Swords Adventures from now on, until I can actually remember what it's actually called. Who knows, maybe Hyrule Hairdressers might actually catch on. That would be hilarious if it did. And kind of ridiculous too, but still. Hyrule Hairdressers. How did I come up with that? Seriously, how? I have no idea. No idea at all. Wow, I've been going for 4 hours. Okay, I was having a bit too much fun with that one. Oh, sunshine! Oh, are those the R-Wings? The R-Wing cockpit things that they were talking about earlier? Yeah, looks like it. That's cool. Huh. It also kind of looks a bit like Professor X's wheelchair from the X-Men. That is a really weird comparison.
We are back at Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2015. I'm definitely back. I'm Eric. We got Smitty over there and JC. And we're going to just take a few minutes to take a look at the new DLC that was just released for Super Smash Bros.
Oh!
And kind of go in depth on it. You know, and a lot of people out there have been playing it. They're getting into it.
Nice.
We saw it
smashing.
actually in effect at Nintendo World Championships live on stage, which was really cool to see. Kind of a fun story about that in a little bit. But what we're hoping is that, you know, JC is really our, like, Smash master here in the Treehouse. We thought it'd be fun to kind of go through. I know some people are kind of still discovering what these characters can do. And we thought we'd kick it off with Ryu. So, JC, why don't you give us some of your tips, really go in depth on how people play these characters and really get the most out of them?
You know, for when I kind of approach any kind of game, especially with a game like Smash Bros., where all the characters are so diverse, you know, one of the things when I first started playing Ryu is just the way he handles so differently. You know, knowing the first thing is you're going to notice the whole like tap and hold, having the different things. I mean, I'm only tapping the A button, and then I'm just
He's a very complicated character.
Knowing how to tap and hold and getting all those different moves out, like it's really going to help people.
Right, and basically all his moves do. You know, your the weak move and then the stronger move if you hold it, and you can kind of combine the two. They do call Ryu the king of combos for a reason.
Well, this is a character that plays completely differently from any other Smash Bros. Character ever, and has some kind of unique things that maybe some people wouldn't know right away. They're not intuitive, and so, JC, why don't you give us some of the tips that are going to help
Just
people
a jumping fool.
All right, so as far as pro tips, man, you know, if Ryu's one of those characters that you want to always, he has these command inputs, just like Street Fighter, you know, down to forward fireball motion, you press the A button, and you're going to want to use it every time because you just get more damage. Same thing goes for, like, you know, the red fireballs, things like that. So by knowing how to really execute those, you can kind of eke out those extra percents and just kind of, you know,
and
they add up, and over time, I mean, you know, they add up a lot.
That was a cool thing, too. So I was actually down on the ground, and you use that, you know, down tilt to pop me up first, and then you can move that into a combo.
Absolutely. There's so many like Street Fighter-esque details that, you know, that Ryu has. I mean, everything from his focus attack, double tap forward, this, and like throwing something, like it's all very Street Fighter-ish. So it's a good thing to kind
I'm probably gonna stick with the normal Smash controls for him.
If not, then you're about to learn a lot.
Well, I mean, that opens up a whole other topic, which is how does Ryu change the way that Smash Brothers is played? So, you know, definitely in the competitive scene and in the online scene, introducing a character like Ryu is going to change, you know, what the landscape is of play. I mean, it's like it's a game changer, really.
Definitely. I mean, it's because if you think about the matchup with Ryu, I mean, one-on-one, if you were taking someone else on, you got to take a look at his tools, right? He has really good kind of like fireball pressure. He can go, and then like you have to know how to manipulate that fireball pressure by holding that. He has an instant like up-close move. His uppercut is amazing. The Shoryuken is really good. He can cover a lot of distance. He's one of the only guys that can do this and cancel out of something and then combo into something else. So it's about baiting someone and knowing what to do right after that to secure your KO.
Why don't you break down, you know, a lot of people out there already kind of know some of the lingo, but why don't you break down about what canceling is, talk a little bit about animations.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You want everyone to kind of get some tips out of this.
All right, got it. So hey, check this. So for example, other characters in this game, you have to press, you know, if you tilt, if you hold down and press the A button and you have one move, you have to wait for this move to come back. For example, you have to do this and you can throw a fireball right after. what a cancel is you can technically, with Ryu, you can hold down, press the A button, and cancel the animation of him retracting his leg, which means you can cancel the recovery frames of that move to go into another move. You really should find out each of those moves, whether it's, you know, this and canceling into an uppercut to guarantee damage, or, you know, locking someone in and then knowing what combos and what doesn't. So a helpful tip is go through all of his moves and see what cancels, or also called 2-in-1s, and, you know, also knowing how to use like some weird properties of his stuff, like holding forward and press the A button, knowing that that collarbone breaker, it just destroys shields. I mean, it's the wrecker of worlds.
Wow.
It's silly.
That was just one attack.
It's really silly.
Well, you know, a lot of people watching may not know that, you know, JC is a huge Street Fighter fan. You
Love
always
it.
have been.
Oh my gosh.
Big
So
Street
good.
Fighter player. I mean, how does Ryu play differently in Smash Brothers? Like, what are some of the big differences that you noticed?
Oh, dude, check it out. So one of them is I was surprised when I first got my hands on him. I was running left and right like this. I'm like, okay, he's got a running animation. Usually, you know, he has some kind of like some kind of dash or walking animation. He could jump, but really weird. Holding forward, running, and pressing the A button, and knowing how that spacing is used to really use it. That's one. Two,
Nice.
using the double jump. I mean, Alpha maybe had a double jump. I think some other games had a double jump, but you really knowing how to use that double jump because he is very different. Another one is Street Fighter. Usually when you throw out a move and you land or something, you're kind of done. But in the air, there's so much more recovery options that you can side B, then up B in the air. So I mean, you can come back from a while out as long as you know how to use it.
Well,
So
talk a little bit about when you think it's best to use light or, you know, heavy attacks. Like, when do you want to mix those in?
oh man, see, this is where it gets really crazy. To use light, medium, you know, and knowing what to use in any particular situation, you want to know who you're up against and what percentage they're at. Because the longer you hold the button, the stronger that move is, just like Street Fighter.
Yeah,
You're
open the
weak,
window,
you're medium, and then you have, of course, your strong attacks. So as long as you know that, hey, Pac-Man's up at 179, I know for a fact that if I uppercut him in its sweet spots, it's going to KO. I think that range of, if you just press up and B, you should know that that's going to KO at about maybe 90 to 100, depending on the stage and how high you are. But if you do the input, you actually do the Shoryuken motion, like, you know, forward, down, down, toward, you can KO him at a couple percent earlier. So if you're at 85, you want to connect with that up close, and it should KO on Final Destination or other Battlefield-like stages.
There's a lot of nuance to this character. I mean, this is kind of like an expert level character in a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
ways.
it's not for the faint of
I mean,
heart. You
yeah,
gotta
I mean-
really
Oh,
know your
jeez.
stuff.
I mean, definitely you could start off playing this character, but not the easiest one to start out with.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. I mean, you should, like, knowing all this stuff, it's going to take a while. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see all those people out there that right now, you know, this character's available and all those really high-level players are figuring out what to use, forward smash, how that recovers, you know, what is follow-up options after a throw, like how many frames, what beats stuff out. Like, it's a lot of detail to know, and I'm excited. There's going to be a lot of good stuff.
What are the controls like? A little bit different, obviously, being on, you know, GameCube controller, you know, Street Fighter kind of feel. Have you noticed a lot of difference for kind of those Street Fighter fans who are jumping into Smash to play Ryu?
You know what's funny? It's like if you have basic knowledge of Street Fighter, everything from holding a button and doing something called negative edging, which you can hold down a button, do the command input and release, you can still get that off, all the way until knowing that you can actually parry if you perfect attack stuff. So let me try to get it. Here. Like that.
Ooh.
So you had to know that that's frame specific. You had to know that to use it, but if you can use it, oh man, it's good. So if you are a Street Fighter player and you're hopping into Smash for the first time, dude, you're gonna have a heck of fun time with Ryu, dude. It's gonna be so,
Well-
it's like candy.
Well, you know, I got to ask you guys something. Top tier?
Top tier, ooh.
The top tier character?
I
don't
think,
competitive.
Talk tier list necessarily, but he's up there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I can't watch Smash being played without jumping in. Can we get a match going? I really,
you wanna do this?
I gotta play. I gotta play.
All right, if you want to play, let's play. But first, I want to show someone something because I love doing this up close. This is his animation, his final smash. If you use it up close, it's just 3-hit, like it's so
And
beautiful. And all of
it
this stuff comes
doesn't
out from
do
like
much.
Street Fighter Third Strike. There's like elements from Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
I mean, really, what you're getting is the legacy of Ryu. It's really awesome. And
Well,
so
it's just so wild to see this character in Smash Brothers. But
it's
yeah, let's jump into another match and we can talk a little bit about some of the other characters.
yeah, most def, dude. So let's do this. What do you think? 4 minutes? Let's do 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
what you
play a little 4-minute match. I gotta go with Roy because Roy's my boy.
Roy's your boy.
And well, talking about Nintendo World Championships.
Yeah.
you know,
Oh man.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
Cosmo picking Roy basically random. Like he didn't choose his best character and went with Roy.
With the crowd favorite.
Brand new release character on the big stage when it counted, when all the chips on the table. Roy.
That is so.
And then
he won with it.
And then qualified. Yeah, for the next round. Like
qualified.
Like that is insane and just an amazing moment. Yeah.
It is. That was so boss, dude. I know he's a really good Zelda player. I've been watching his videos. I follow him a little bit, and like just seeing that dude, I was taking down scores and
dude,
I mean other stuff back there, and man, that was
Cosmo's
so
a very well-known Smash player, very formidable player, but seeing
Sorry,
that
that
happen, we were
sounds so
really
catchy.
John Numbers, also another really well-known Smash player. So obviously backstage, we were really we were surprised when that happened, but really happy.
Why is it always gear him?
So let's talk a little bit about some of the other characters and some of the tips that you have for that, JC.
Oh man, but
Giraham.
gosh, that was.
Oh!
So for me, people have been messing around with Lucas, and Lucas has this super boss like up smash. I mean, that thing is what people. No, don't get it. Don't. You know what? Fine.
Oh, really? It's gonna be like that? Okay.
Oh!
That was pretty sick.
He destroyed the hammer as well.
I want it so bad.
I want it.
Okay, let's see. What's his final smash?
Oh, that's so bad.
Actually, angle.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So.
I was hoping it would have been his
I've
brawl
always liked playing
final
Roy,
smash.
even though I think, complain a lot last year about characters with strong counters. But it does always feel good when you connect a really good counter. Why don't you talk a little bit about Roy and what he has to offer?
Oh, Roy has some really cool stuff too, man. I mean, yes, if you do charge his, if you hold down the B button, it doesn't matter what percent. If you can get it fully like off, then I mean, it will KO at any percent. I mean, you can wreck people, but
Really?
I mean, it takes forever to charge, and you will hurt yourself too.
It's actually the strongest move in the game, the strongest single move.
Absolutely.
With his neutral B. It's insane.
I'm not trying to not
Really?
by it either, because you're. What?
Oh. At the same time, his neutral B actually hurts him. So if you charge it to full, it's going to hit him by 10%.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I mean, being able to land that move, though, at full charge, basically impossible. I mean, somebody would have to be incapacitated to make that happen.
I think it's going to be easier in a multiplayer match when other people are distracted.
Yeah.
But
So, Smitty, what about Lucas?
what's that?
What about Lucas?
Oh,
I mean, obviously Lucas and Ness have similar moves, but he has some differences. I got my.
Woo!
Sorry, I'm trying to wreck fools right now.
Whoa!
Oh,
Get off.
I tried. I always want that
Obviously,
dunk.
you know.
Get out of
Okay,
here.
Lucas's PK Thunder goes through people.
yeah.
PK Freeze instead of
I'm back. I
PK
don't know if you
Flash,
guys know
so
what
he can
PK
freeze
stands
enemies.
for, but
Dude, PK.
Psychokinesis.
everything. No.
little trivia for you.
Okay, watch. I'm gonna start trying to play him like Street Fighter for a bit.
I've been accused of the stale moves in the past with that counter, but it's just so tempting. You got to do it all the time. Landing that spike with Roy is not super easy.
Oh jeez, Lucas has
Definitely
fire
not,
breath.
dude. I mean, some of this frame recovery stuff too is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You have to really know like what move you're throwing out with Roy because it is different. Oh, getting parried.
Why are you burning?
Oh!
Just get off.
There you go.
Oh jeez.
Good job.
Hurt a little bit.
Good job, assist trophy.
I don't even. What is going on? Okay.
What's going on today? Many a beat down. Oh.
I absolutely love.
I'm guessing they couldn't say Pong, because that might be copyrighted to someone else.
All right.
Oh!
Roy's recovery is really solid.
It is.
Nice, nice, nice.
I think it's a balancing thing, but Ryu's recovery isn't great. You can use that as a side B to kind of get back on the stage horizontally, but vertically, his recovery is pretty good.
Oh!
I was trying to
2
show
for
off the
1.
recovery.
I was trying to show off
Tatsu.
his final smash, so worked out really well for me.
I think he might be the winner,
That
Roy.
would have been a good follow-up too, man. Parry to down throw to up air.
Called it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, these characters feel so good. So good.
Does.
So GC, let's jump into one other really quick match, and you can talk a little bit about some of the tips out there for some of these other characters. Roy and Lucas. Any really kind of go-to combos for you?